This is the plaintiff, Marilyn McGuire. She says she hired the defendant to custom make her a dress for a black tie event, and the sorry seamstress made her a monstrosity. It didn't look anything like the design she chose. This guy obviously got in way over his head, and he refuses to return her hard-earned $460. So she's suing. This is the defendant, Carlos Anthony. He says he and the plaintiff sat down and he sketched a dress design for her, and then he made the dress. When she saw the dress and tried it on, she said it wasn't what she thought it would be, demanded her money back, and is now suing him for a refund and the cost of the new dress she went out and bought in another store. That's funny. He's accused of designing a dud. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $125 for the balance owed on the dress he designed.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated, come to order. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Marilyn McGuire,
Yes.
You are suing Carlos Anthony and Original Stush. You're a designer?
Yes, I'm the lead and founder designer of Original Stush.
Okay. You're suing him for $460 that you paid him that you want returned because, according to you, the creation you wanted him to create is not what he created.
Yes.
What happened?
On I think the 9th of March, I had a fundraiser I had to go to on the 1st of April. So my friend, who I brought with me today, she told me that she went to him and gotten dresses. I went to him and I told him I needed a dress for the 1st of April, and asked him if he would have been able to do it. He said, let him check because it was the time for proms and everything. He came back and he said yes. He also said that day I had to put some money down. I put $100 down. I also showed him an outfit that I wanted.
Do you have the picture of the outfit you wanted?
Yes,
May I
this was
see
the
it?
first outfit that I said I wanted.
Okay.
But she changed from that.
Lucy Ball. Okay. So go ahead.
She changed from that outfit.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead.
He told me it would have been $385. I said, okay. He said I had to put $100 down that day. I went to the ATM machine, came back with $100. We talked about it. He sketched it out. I was supposed to come back him like the following week to get the measurements. That week I got sick. I had the flu, so I never came back to him until maybe around the 16th, which was basically the following week, a couple of days. That day we came in, we spoke about it. I really wasn't feeling too well. He hadn't gotten the material yet. I said it had to be green. I took my friend. We walked around for a little bit to check.
Did you ever change your mind on the dress you
Yes,
wanted?
I did.
Okay,
That
so you
same
changed your
day,
mind, and then do you have a picture of the dress you wanted?
Yes, this is the dress that I wanted. I told him I wanted it in green. I also showed him the fabric that I wanted it in.
With that slit way up? and this way down here, or did you modify it and say
We told him we didn't want the V that long, and it was a false wrap. So as when you walk, it would kind of opened.
Right.
I also showed him the fabric that I wanted.
Well, how did you show him the fabric that you wanted?
We took a picture, and he said he knew what the fabric was. We took a picture of the fabric and said this is what I wanted.
Okay, that's not fabric though, that's lace, right?
Yes, it's like a lace.
Okay,
That
so
same
you tell
blouse.
him that's what you wanted him, but you realize that this dress falls the way it falls on the body
Yes.
because it's a thin
Yes.
fabric that is very flowy as opposed to something chunkier with lace.
Yes. But I texted him also, and I told him with the dress, I wanted the sleeve a little bit longer. I said, make the fox on the right, and I said I needed it to be lined. He said, okay.
Okay.
He also said I had to come back on the 29th to get a fit-in. I know when you go for a fit-in, you're going to try on the dress, see if you have to make any alteration. He texted me, or I think he called me like the Tuesday, and told me he couldn't do it on the 29th. So if the 30th, which is the Thursday,
We're cutting it a little bit close. The event's on the 1st, everybody.
So I'm saying it's not okay, but I can't, there's nothing I can do. I said, my event is Saturday. Are you going to be ready for this dress? He said, yeah, don't worry about it. I got you. I came in on the Friday at around 3 o'clock, tried on the dress. It's nothing what I asked for, and I was in tears.
How so? How is it different?
The dress is not like the split. There was a lot of gathers in the waist. There was nothing to look like the false wrap, wrapping anyway. So I'm like, this is not what I asked for. This is not the dress that I'm looking for.
Okay, is there any You say, well, I did change a neck. I did change the sleeves. And I wanted this on the right, the split on the right.
That's nothing like what's in the picture.
Well, of course it's not, because you changed what was in the picture. But is there anything memorializing what your actual changes were?
No.
In other words, do you have anything in writing with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me see what you got.
When you look at the fabric, you recognize that that dress, you cannot get that dress with that fabric.
Of course.
Okay. And I sketched this here. I said, listen, the closest that I can get to that with a heavy fabric is going to be to that sketch. I cannot produce that dress with that weight. So I took
that material.
In that material to get that dress. So we changed and I sketched that in front of her.
Okay, is this the sketch?
Yes.
Now, it's just that I realize that this isn't this, but so did you. That's the thing. So I'm looking at that dress, and it's a really pretty dress, and I'm saying to myself, okay, that doesn't look at all like this, but neither does what you envisioned, because you said, I want longer sleeves, I want less of a cleavage, I want the slit on the right side.
But it's not a fox wrap split. And when I text him, I said, I want the fox wrap split on the side, on the right side. And he texted me back and said, okay.
Okay, I want you to show me those texts.
Yes.
Know what you're laughing at.
I bet you do. And now for America to know. Hold on. Good day, Carlos. Trust all is well with you. I really appreciate you taking me on in such short notice, and my apologies for my changes due to sickness state. Just a couple of things. 1, could you make the sleeves a little longer? Still working on the arms, not loving them right now. 2, shoe height, blah, blah, blah. I need a little drag. 3, could you possibly make the faux wrap split on the right side? 4, would you be lining the dress? Because I'd hate for everyone to be partaking in sight of my cookie whenever I'm in the sight of light. LOL. Hope I'm not being too difficult, because the last thing I want is to be a nitpicker. But again, thanks for your patience and understanding, and in advance for making me look fabulous. And he says, okay. Now, why didn't you say to her, honey, we're not doing a faux skirt, we're doing a gather with a slit?
Okay. When I'm working, I'm always busy behind the machine, right? So for me to do a long text like that, I just pick up the phone and I call her. And I said, listen.
Yeah, but you texted okay.
Yeah, I said, okay, right? When I said, okay, then I called her and I told her, I said, listen, I'm not looking for any problem. You're changing from one thing into the next thing, right? And when they came, I told them, I said, listen, the last thing I wanted is to have a drama inside my court. The dress what you wanted, you would not be able to get that dress. Okay. This is the dress you'll be getting. Watch this. Right? So,
watch this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Listen very carefully. I don't want you to miss it. Did he tell you that?
No.
Which is why you do it by text.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
And this dress fits her perfect.
Oh, it's not what you wanted.
Listen, I just wanted you to try the dress. I want you to fit it. And if it does not fit, I'm ready to quit.
No.
If it does not fit,
I'm ready to quit.
He's ready to quit.
It fit her perfect. And I really don't know what was the problem. Let's go and fit the dress.
That still doesn't mean she has to like it, but I'd like to see you in it. It's beautiful. Court's in recess.
Let you try it.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. I don't know this, but if she did change the dress from silk to lace, would lace not flow as well just as because of the material?
I think lace wouldn't flow the same as...
Why? It's heavier or what?
Well, it's a completely different material, so it's different.
What do you say?
It's not going to flow because lace is heavier than silk.
Okay, I'm going to go to a dude that probably has no idea, just for fun. What do you say?
You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you're going to switch the material, it's going to switch.
No, they didn't switch the material. She wanted the lace.
Well, then she should have known that it's not going to flow.
See, he didn't know anything about this. I told you, going inside the courtroom.
All right, let's see her. Oh, you look so pretty. Yeah, but stay front and center so I can see you.
Yes.
But you tell me your complaints. You feel that it's matronly.
Yes.
Right. Because of the gathers?
The gathers, the way it fall, is not what I wanted as far as the split.
Too much fabric on the bottom?
No, I did tell him to make it. I did tell him to make it longer. And like I said, even when I gave him everything, if he felt this is what he should have told me, even when I sent that text, that was not relayed to me. And the day when I tried the dress on, I said, this is not what I wanted. I'm not even ready. And he made no attempt to make any adjustments or nothing. And I wasn't.
But wait a minute. Your reaction when you saw it was to say what?
I said, this is not what I asked for. This is
Right,
not my
but
dress.
why couldn't, what I don't understand is that typically in this kind of a situation, what the client and the designer do is redo it. They try to redo it.
Redo it, yes.
No.
Right, but what happened? What, according to you,
Yes,
what was her reaction?
What happened? Go
ahead and go back there.
Yeah. So she came out and she put on the dress. She was like, I don't see myself going outside. I will never go outside with it. I said, listen, is anything I can do to it to fix it? No, I don't want anything. That's it. I don't like it. I don't like. Our friend that is sitting there requested and asked her, why don't you let E slim it a little? Why don't you let it do it? She said, no, there's nothing I can do to it.
Okay, come on
She
up,
take
friend.
it off?
Tell me about the conversation that was had at that moment when she's obviously unhappy. This isn't what she envisioned. And what does he say?
He said, he asked her what you don't like about the dress.
Right.
She said she don't like the gathering. First of all, this dress is fixed. This is not the dress she had tried on. It had more fabric here.
Okay.
It was more out.
Okay.
So he fixed it.
Okay.
This is
Hold
not
on,
this is
stop.
not the same dress.
Okay, but what is said on that day? Does he say, what don't you like? And what does she say?
He just sat there. And we left.
Okay, you wanna one second, 1 second, right? She ordered a dress as well, right? The red dress you have there, she ordered that dress,
The
right?
short one?
The short
Yes.
one, yeah, the
Which
short
is
one,
not
yes.
even what the
When she
And it's
came
not
with the dress,
even what
right?
I wanted either.
That's her dress, her dress, right? She
Wait,
came.
who's her?
The-
That's your dress?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes,
mine.
that's
The
her
red is
dress,
mine.
right?
Oh, meaning, did you make that dress
I made
for
that
her?
dress
He
for
made
her
that
as well.
Okay.
Okay. When she came today, right?
Which she? There's two she's there.
Oh, what's her name? Could you put the name, please? Oh, what's her name, ma'am?
Candace.
Candace. When Candace came, both dresses, Candace's dress, didn't have in a zip or nothing of that, was in Candace's dress, right? Her dress already had fitting. And Candace told me what exactly she wanted to be done to her dress. I said, okay, Candace, you can come back. That's Candace.
On Friday.
On Friday. I said, Candace, you can come back tomorrow at 9 o'clock and pick up your dress.
And she did.
She did. She
Okay.
came, tried on, it's perfect, it's fine, it's okay. Pay me my balance, right? Why in God's grace I'm gonna offer to fix one
Of
dress,
them, but not the other one. See, I gotta tell you, it kind of doesn't make sense
Yeah, it doesn't make
that
sense.
he wouldn't offer to fix it because
Why am I gonna do that?
this is how he operates. I think that you got fed up with it and it just wasn't what you had
Judge,
envisioned.
I'm sorry.
But a lot of how it's not what you envisioned is your fault. You moved the sleeves longer. You made the cut shorter. You picked super thick fabric that you specifically asked to have lined. So it's never gonna fall and flow like what you picked out here.
At the point in time when I told him this is something he should have told me, and when I tried on the dress, I did say, I can't see myself wearing this. Carlos
Right,
never
but you
asked
got to
me
give him a
clean.
chance to
He
correct.
said-
Look, I know this is a very personal and emotional issue because how we look and how we feel at a black tie affair is a very personal and emotional issue. We want to feel beautiful. We want to feel. So I don't begrudge you making a decision that you don't want to wear the dress. That is entirely your call. You're free and American. You can do that. But here's the thing. This is a contracts case. As emotional as all that is, it's a contracts case. And in a contracts case, you have to give the person a chance to fix it. You're with her, she gives him a chance to fix it. So I refuse to believe that he fixes one dress and not the other. You have a claim against him for the return of your $260. I find that you did not give him a chance to fix it. I don't know why you would also sue for $200 for your new dress, then you'd get a free ride on the dress for a black tie affair, so that doesn't make any sense. And he has a counterclaim against you for $125 for the balance owed. I am ruling in his favor on the $125. It's now your dress. You can take it to somebody and change whatever the heck you want to change out of it. That's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Thank you, ma'am.
I spoke with him. Son of a...
Well, the defendant prevails. Ms. McGuire, you're upset.
I'm very upset because I didn't get a chance to tell her that I spoke with him on the phone and tried to talk to him as far as what we could have done as far as give me some sort of thing back. I spoke to him that same twice, and it was nothing.
Listen, the judge listened to you. She pointed out this is strictly a contract case. You fixed her dress, but obviously couldn't do much with this one. You went out and bought another dress, right?
Yes, I did.
Were you happy with the one you got?
Way better than I was happy with what he did.
Why'd you want a design dress?
Because
to
I
begin
wanted
with?
something different, and I was told that he would have been able to do that, and he proved me wrong.
Well, sorry about that. This does fit, though. Would you agree with that?
It's trash. It's trash. Thank you.
Sorry about the way you feel. Anthony, the designer's on his way out. He's the one who came out the victor here.
Yes.
So does it fit?
Yes, it fits.
You're not going to quit?
I'm not going to quit. It fits. I'm not going to quit.
That's a great line. You
Yes,
know?
yes,
It really
yes,
is a great
yes,
line.
yes.
All right. You know, I'm surprised you do things for 300 and some bucks.
Yes, yes, yes.
That sounds fairly reasonable.
Yeah, because it's a young designer. I'm trying to get my career out there. So the much persons I put my dress on,
Yeah.
it's better for me as a young designer. So I take my losses with fabric and stuff like that just to please the neighborhood so they can go out there. But sometimes you run into something like this
Yeah,
now and then
yeah.
like that. You know, as a businessman, you're always going to get conflicts now and then.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
sir.
much. Okay. Doors that way. Harvey, what do you think?
Okay, I mean, look, Doug, when you change specs, when you buy anything, you got to ask the person who's making it a bunch of questions on how the change is going to affect the final product. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.